take a look at this, and there's some. All of these awards were really close, and you could have made a case for any. Here's the Defensive Player of the Year voting, and Myles Garrett had the highest number of first place votes, second highest in the second place votes. 16 for Parsons was there, and he had the second highest and third place votes. Myles Garrett deserved that, but no matter who you chose, there was going to be somebody that said something. Take a look. This is Micah Parsons responding to somebody that says, Myles, it was a rig job. And then another NFL rig job. Imagine looking at this if the guy on the left won the award and he never won it. So, and credit to Micah Parsons. Myles was the better player. Reality of the situation, Myles faced way more double teams and had an effect on quarterbacks. Please stop looking at stats and look at film. And that's Micah Parsons, who finished third in the voting. TJ Watt was on social media. What do you expect? Please, nobody's been overlooked for that award more than Myles Garrett.
And I believe T.J. Watt has already won a Defensive Player of the Year award. I can understand that every player wants to go out and every player wants to, win as many as they can. But we all know how these things go. Like we understand it. Like, Kobe Bryant has one NBA MVP. I think LeBron has 4. LeBron could have been MVP 10 times, right? It's just about, who had the better year. And one of the things that we look at is the Browns were the better defensive team than all those teams on the list. And sometimes you get annoyed a little bit because it's like, hey, when you talk about other people, they'll break it down and say he's the best defender on the best defense, or he's the best quarterback or he's the best player on the best offensive team in the league. And that player usually gets the nod for MVP. I just think it's a little rivalry that goes into it. I think, the Steelers obviously have a rivalry with the Browns, and Myles Garrett isn't probably one of the guys that they really like to talk about, seeming that he has had a lot of history with the Browns versus Steelers going back to the helmet issue. But the thing I give Micah Parsons credit for, and I think Micah Parsons is going to be a tremendous analyst when he hangs it up, is that he keeps it real. He does a lot in the media. He has his own podcast and blog. I watch it regularly, and he brings up a good point, man. Sometimes as defensive ends, and I play defensive ends, not nearly at what these guys play, but you're right. When you watch the film, it's evident. It's not just the sacks. It's the attention. It's the double teams. It's the chips. It's the slide in that direction. It's the hurries, the pressures, the time they got to throw the ball, 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds or something crazy. Those are the things that defensive coordinators talk about. And I think actually for once, I think they did get it right. Myles Garrett was deserving of it. There's some times where he's going to have a year and he may not get it because of what somebody else did. But I think, that's just the way the ball bounces sometimes.